This is college football if every team was an NFL quarterback. Georgia's Mahomes, Bama's Brady, Texas. Well, let's just say chaos lives in Austin. So if you're not ready to be offended, confused, or wildly entertained, then you're in the wrong video. Let's get after it with number one. First up, we've got Texas A&M. All the money, all the flash, the stadium's a fortress, the NIL budget could fund a small nation, and yet they're losing to Auburn in November. Again, I bring you Kirk Cousins. Paid like a king, performs like a middle manager. Wyatt Fitz. Rolled to the moon, the buyouts, the facilities, the 5 stars. A&M spinning like a blue blood, but playing like a regional office branch. Perfectly average, just like Kirk, solid stats, nice gear, looks the part, but you know the ceiling is 9-3 in an Outback Bowl every year. Every year, it's watch out for the Aggies, and every year, they're getting dragged by Mississippi State on SEC Network. Big stage, big moment. Suddenly, the quarterback seeing ghosts, and the defense is giving up 400 yards to a backup. Top 5 recruiting class, preseason love, 12th man chance, and then by week 10, it's wait, are we 6-4? Moving on to our next team, your defending national champions, Ohio State. You expect dominance, swagger, playoff berths like clockwork. But let them lose to Michigan once and it's meltdown city. Coaches on the hot seat, fans screaming into the Twitter. Still, through all the noise, Jalen Hurts. Cool, collected, a concept threat to drop 45 without saying a word. Let's talk about Wyatt Fitz. First off, always winning. Whether it's 11-1 or a playoff run, Ohio State stays in the mix even when people pretend they've fallen off. The other thing, cool as a cucumber, especially under pressure. New QB, new OC, doesn't matter. They reload and keep it pushing. No drama, just dubs. And like Jalen Hurts, Ohio State always finds a way to be doubted. Can they beat Michigan? Are they soft? Then boom, a 49-point explosion with 3 first-round picks scoring touchdowns. They're big business-like as well. Jalen doesn't talk, he just works. Same with Ohio State. Helmet stickers, crisp routes, and a vibe that says, we're better than them. Most importantly, both of them are capable of wrecking your entire season. Just ask Patty. Let's keep this bad boy in the Big Ten and fly out west to one of my favorite teams out there, the Big O. Oregon, the Ducks, and Dan Land. Flashy, fast, fully loaded. They've got the swagger, the drip, the talent. But we're still waiting on the moment, the takeover, the natty run. The you can't stop us stretch. They're Joey B, pre-2019, baby. Cool as hell, dangerous on every snap, and you know it's coming. You just don't know when. Wyatt Fitz. Cool, confident, and built for the spotlight. Nike money, custom cleats, and a QB with more NIL deals than losses. Oregon walks like a star before it wins like one. They're explosive and entertaining. Just like Burrow at LSU, they've got big plays, juice, and serious offensive weapons. They can drop 50 on anybody. They're always a threat, but never a lock. You picked them in the preseason, and then Washington clips them in week 10. It's the Oregon way and the Joey way. Just finds a way to lose it sometimes. Most importantly, you can feel it building. And when Oregon finally puts it all together, it's going to be scary. I think it might be Joey Burrow's year. Not Oregon, but Joey B's year. Just keep an eye on it. Oh, yes. Let's head on over to the non-conference team, the Mr. Know-It-All, the one that gets all the glamour, the NBC deals, Notre Dame. The gold helmets, the tradition, the hype videos with massive chants. They look like a dynasty until they actually play someone ranked. They're Justin Herbert. Polished, talented, respected. But when it's time to win something that matters, Wyatt Fitz. They're elite on paper. Blue chip recruits, a Heisman hopeful, in a top 10 ranking every summer, but like Herbert's stat sheet, it never tells the full story. They're always in the convo. They're a lock for preseason playoff talk, but by December, they're giving up 38 to a team with a backup quarterback. Come on, Herbert, get it together, buddy. Lock it in. Quit choking to the Jags in the playoffs, although I love it. They're mid when it matters. New Year's 6, playoff stage, prime time, just pencil in a double-digit L and prep the excuses. It's par for the course at this point. Legacy is greater than the production. They still get treated like it's 1988, but the truth, the brand's doing more heavy lifting than the scoreboard. I know they're on a little bit of an uptick. I get it. But they're still grasping for straws. We've seen this before. Can they finally get over the hump? Can Herbert and Harbaugh finally get over the hump? It's their year. It's their year again in preseason. Let's talk in December. Now we're going to keep it in the northern hemisphere here with good old-fashioned Michigan. After a year of almost, they finally cashed in a national title, a new era, and a whole lot of I told you so energy. Big arm, big stage, big ego, quiet for a decade, and suddenly they're finally screaming, respect me. I give you Matty Stafford, baby. Wyatt Fitz. Built for it. Blue chip talent, 5-star lines, and a cannon at quarterback like Stafford in LA. Michigan had the pieces. It just took forever to put it all together. Overdue, broke through finally. After years and years of falling short, pointing the finger elsewhere, LSU, the refs, the media, they finally won. And now they won all the credit. Big brain energy. They were the smartest program in football vibes. They run power like it's Shakespeare. Just ask them. They'll explain it to you. This one might be my favorite one. We're talking Miami football, boys. They're back. It's their year. You've heard it. Big brand, big hype, big expectations. But when the lights come on, you already know what time it is. It's Dak Prescott time, baby. Always in the conversation, never in the winner's circle. You know what I'm saying, baby? Wyatt Fitz. Let's get into it. New facilities, top 10 classes, NIL deals flying around. Miami looks like a powerhouse, just like Dak walking into camp in his Yeezys. You look good, you feel good, but are you going to play good? Talked about way more than they're feared. Every offseason, this is the year. Miami's back, right? This is the 2000s again. Here we go on a run. But then every December, it's good old-fashioned pop-top ball, baby. Just like Dak versus the Niners, Miami shows up to the national games like they forgot the game plan, if they can even show up at all. And also, they're inconsistent with flashes of brilliance. They'll beat a ranked team one week and lose to Georgia Tech and Syracuse in the next couple of weeks with the season on the line. Good old-fashioned Miami, I tell you. Let's keep it rolling on some of my favorite teams. Let's talk Florida State. This one's perfect. It may just because of the year that we're in. I might be a little bit of bias here, but I'm going to rock and roll with it, okay? 5-star Ferrari with no insurance. They look elite. They move like a contender. But when the lights get bright and pressure hits, it's Kyler Murray mode, baby. Flashy, scramble, busted headset, 3 and out. They're dangerous. They're loaded. They're just not always ready. Sometimes they come up a bit short, if you will. Wyatt Fitz. They always got the talent. Nobody's denying the raw ability. FSU's got playmakers everywhere. And they look like a top 5 team walking off the bus. Sometimes not with the bags, but walking off the bus. They look the part. Elite until it matters. Like Kyler juking out 5 dudes and throwing a pick, FSU will stun you for 3 quarters, then implode with everything on the line. Whether it's missing the playoffs or going 2-10, they just don't ever seem to disappoint. Too much flash, not enough finish. You don't hang banners for almost. And lately, that's been FSU's brand. Whether it's getting rings for state championships or banners for, it was a 13-0 unconquered season. When in reality, if they did lose, they were 13-1, being conquered. Good old Kyler Murray, just coming up short. Now this one's electric. I give you LSU. You never know what's coming. A 55-point masterpiece or a total meltdown wrapped into purple and gold. It's speed, it's swagger, it's straight up dangerous, baby. They're Lamar Jackson. The scariest athlete on the field, untouchable when it's clicking, and a mystery when it's not. Let's get into why it fits, baby. Explosive. When LSU turns it on, man, it's fireworks. Screens, deep balls, pick sixes. It's over before you could even blink. Pure talent, my guy. They just come out the bayou. They don't just have speed, they grow it in Baton Rouge. Skilled players flying all over the place like a Madden glitch. I'm telling you, they got a lab. We need to do an investigation, okay? And when it works, it's like Picasso. That 2019 season, that wasn't football. That was a jazz solo with cleats. But by golly, boys and girls, when this thing comes a-crumbling, it's a 13-point head-scratcher when you're yelling at the TV asking if the quarterback was possessed. However, in all of that, it's must-watch football. Whether they're a title threat or 8-4 chaos merchants, you're tuning in because something insane is about to happen. Lamar Jackson at its finest. This one's perfect. I mean, they're all perfect. Am I wrong? Let me know down in the comments while we're rolling through it. What do you feel we've gotten wrong so far? We've been spot on to this point. We'd love to hear from you. Let's get into South Carolina, the Cox. Give it to me. Yes, sir. The mustache of college football. You see where we're headed, right? Buckle up. The vibes are immaculate. The record, we don't talk about that. But every season, they're just enough Minshew magic, baby, to make you believe. It's quirky, it's chaotic, it's Coach Beamer in shades and cowboy boots. It's Gardner Minshew reincarnated with sandstorm and SEC noise behind him. Why does it fit, though? Full of spunk, short on trophies. You're not confusing them with Bama, but they'll absolutely ruin someone's season just for the thrill of it. They're lovable, okay? Fake punts, locker room dancing, pregame energy like it's a national title. Win or lose, Beamer ball keeps you entertained. And so do the Minshew shorts. I'm telling you, it's a good time. It's a good time. They're quirky, clever, confident, just like Minshew, slinging sidearms with no fear. Beamer calls plays like he's got house money, baby. And it's a must-watch TV as well. Not a title contender, but a problem. You won't pick them to win the SEC, but you also won't sleep easy the week you got to play them. And I think that might be the case this year, too. Always worth tuning in. They're the 11 a.m. kickoff that somehow ends with a goalpost in the river and everyone asking, did you just see the South Carolina game that happened? Oh, Minshew, baby. Got to turn them on sometimes. Oh, boy. This one hits close to home. You got to give me the Gators. I know we're all thinking, who's it going to be, Sheldon? What do we like here? The walk-on with a chip on his shoulder. The chaos agent. The dude who talks trash down 10 and might still back it up. Loud, scrappy, polarizing. They stay in the headlines even when they're barely in the win column. I give you the logo. I gave you Baker Mayfield, baby. Okay? 1 week they're stomping that tater salad. The next, they're trending for all the wrong reasons. But boring? Oh, no. It's never a dull moment in Gator football, boys. Why does it fit? Come on. Big mouth, bigger energy. Whether it's pregame speeches, postgame tweets, Florida is going to talk. Win or lose. Guilty. Totally unpredictable. Beats Tennessee by 2 scores. Then they'll go off and lose to Vandy a week later. What are we doing, AR? I need a better throw than that, okay? Lock it in. It's Baker vibes to the core, but dangerous when it clicks. When Florida's rolling, it feels like 08 all over again, baby. Problem is the wheels fall off. Too often as of late. And always one viral moment away, whether it's a game-winning scramble, a post-game rant, or a recruit's commitment video, Florida stays in the conversation, and you can't keep it out your rival's mouth because you love to talk about us. And we love you too, baby. Let's talk about, we're back, the good old Texas Longhorns, baby. Come on. Roller coaster, the team that makes you feel something, for better or way worse, big, flashy, unpredictable, and yeah, sometimes downright chaotic. A walking highlight reel and an emotional hazard. I give you Josh Allen. 1 week they're knocking off Alabama like it's nothing. The next they're blowing a double-digit lead to a team they should have been buried by halftime. But the ceiling, terrifying. The arm talent, unreal. The potential, though, always lurking. Okay? Why does it fit? Come on. Physical freaks. Texas recruits like blue bloods and looks like a champion until it doesn't. Their volatile energy, like Josh Allen throwing across his body into triple coverage, they can't help themselves sometimes. They just got to do it. They feed off the chaos. Momentum shifts, wild comebacks, total implosion. That's when Texas is most alive, though. But I'm kind of here on the sideline getting around. I'm telling you something to watch. Hope is the trap. Just when you start believing again, they remind you we're back. Isn't a promise, it's a punchline, okay? Buffalo fans all know too well with old Josh Allen. But if they ever put it all together, look out, okay? Because nobody wants to face Josh Allen on one of the good days. Okay? Texas team. Give me good old sweet home Alabama. Bam! Who else could it be? Not the flashiest, not the loudest, but the most feared, the most accomplished. The standard for greatness. Cold, calculated, unrelenting. The legacy speaks before he even takes the field. Tom Mother effing Brady. Saban may be gone, but the machine he built still humming under new command. Kalen DeBoer isn't rewriting the story. He continues his saga written rings, banners, and broken dreams. But you still get the scent of old Tom Brady. Why does it fit? I mean, come on. The resume itself, the trophies, the dominance, the intimidation. Nobody's done it better or longer or more ruthlessly than old good old Alabama and old Tommy B. Cold-blooded winners. Bama didn't just beat you. No. They ended you, tormented you, stepped on you, spit on you, kicked on you. Just downright gritty with you. Old Brady style. Dynasty fading? Maybe. But like Brady late in his career, even at 80%, they're still better than 90% of the field. And look, I hate to say it, but you got to admit it. Till they ain't it, they are it. Okay? That's just how it works. Still dangerous in big games. You never want to see Alabama with something to prove. Thomas Castellanos, we're talking to you, big fella. Week 1, you might have set it up a little bit too much. That's all I'm going to say about that one. The question now, though, can DeBoer keep the myth alive? Will we finally see what Alabama looks like as mortal? Kind of like you saw Tom Brady's last season, or maybe like Bill Belichick at New England. Maybe that could be the next transition. I don't know. Think about it. Let us know. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, this little segment that we did Let us know about a quarterbacks we may have got wrong. Maybe some teams we didn't go over. We could do a part 2 if you guys really enjoyed it on some other teams and break down to it a little bit more. Again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you did. Subscribe if you guys like more content like this. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love, baby.